Good morning, gays. I'm gonna cut right to the chase. I'm a little fried right now, so I had a fried idea. I should take a look at every single map / realm that exists currently in Dead by Daylight and decide if I think they would be, in my opinion, a pretty nifty smoke spot. We're going to be taking a look at 37 maps in the order of when their respective realms were released. As of now, the most recent map to release is Ormond Lake Mine. Spoiler alert, I'm not gonna fucking smoke there. I'm not gonna put all these maps on a tier list or give them a number, just a general vibe check and a yes or a no, sometimes a maybe. Now, if you're concerned about my stoner credentials, I'll have you know that I own not one, but 2 pronouns, and I love smoking weed. If you're concerned about my DBD credentials, with that out of the way, let's get silly on the beat. Alright, starting first with McMillan, let me say, I love the woods. What I'm not so crazy about is imposing industrial wasteland. Coal Tower, Groaning Storehouse, and Ironworks of Misery all look like they are full of asbestos and sadness. I wouldn't want to be in any of these structures while high, but I could see myself appreciating them from a distance. Shelter Woods, however, is an absolute vibe. Originally, this map's entire personality was having a big tree, and I would absolutely love that on its own. But as of the release of her father's dark Brazilian mangas, Shelter Woods has a big tree and big Shelter Woods has big tree and big rich bitch base of why did I write it like that? Big rich bitch base of operations. This place fucking rocks. It's got killer lighting, a comfy and lavish upstairs room, and as much as Skull Merchant irks me, I would be down to smoke with her, so long as a good bowl could convince her to step more than 16 meters away from the fucking generators. Next up, we got Autohaven. Dog, there are corpses in the decor. It's rusty, it's dusty, it's spooky as hell out here. If some people invite you to smoke, and they tell you that they're headed out to their favorite spot, the Blood Lodge, then Momo losing his win streak will be the second worst brutal murder that map has ever seen. However, Gas Haven is a must stop. Where do you think I go when I'm high? You're telling me we get to smoke at the gas station? Buddy, you already had me at we get to smoke. Now look, I love a good farm. I'm outdoorsy at heart, despite my indoor dorkish hobbies. I love country air, country food, people with ample twang in their voice and heavenly hearts to boot. Coldwind probably has a lot of corpse stank, but I think I could look past that just to catch one sultry breeze as I exhale an ounce into the wind. But if you ask me to pick up any blanket in Billy's family home, I think I'll politely decline. B tier. Crotus prenn is a 50-50 for sure. Disturbed Ward is a hearty no, because it's a weird, yucky hospital with crumbling infrastructure and a not 0% chance that I might run into asthmatic Annie in the hallway. And Campbell's Chapel, well, it loses some points for being a church, but regains all lost vibes and then some with Maurice. Maurice is chill as fuck. Maurice is a literal symbol of the rare moments in DBD history where everyone, killer, survivor, Twitter user, can get rallied behind one thing, that this horse neighs and slays. Please take that out of the video. Maurice absolutely rips. Plus, I love the circus. It's jolly and whimsical and shit. Come on. Now, if Clown is there, that would suck a little, but Maurice will protect me. I've just smoked at Haddonfield before. Not actually, but that bitch's house looked exactly like this. I don't know, suburbs kind of naturally instill the feeling of being watched within me. Plus the cop car out front would not bring peace to my soul, so no, not smoking here. Too much 401k. Okay, It's swamp. What do you actually want me to say? Like muddy, stinky, poor loot placement, and visibility. Even if you walk up to the cool-ass boat, all the crows are just gonna yell at you. Not even the things that live there want you there. I just want to see this map gutted, like so bad. Like so bad. Cringe tier smoke spot.
Oh, the killer has no charms. I've never seen a charmless hook.
Ooh.
It's like a dick with no piercing.
Oh.
But if you thought it couldn't get worse than swamp, gorge. You will not catch my ass smoking in Lery's Memorial Institute. I escaped a trip to the Grippy Sock jail once, and I am happy to do it again. I understand that DBD is an air quotes horror game. These maps are gonna be spooky. Don't worry, that's not lost on me. But I've smoked in big American cities before, which, by the way, look and sound exactly like the main room in Lery's after the gen pops. So I am considerably less bothered by nightmare hellscapes, and this one just does it for me. The wet-ass rank showers, the pitiful snowfall outside that's just a grim, bitter barrier from the exit gates, which, by the way, look like they just lead back into Lery's. I would green the fuck out here and then pass the fuck out. No. Now, Red Forest is a little better. It's more of a lush forest than what McMillan has to offer, and I'm here for it. The rain is gentle, the sounds are spooky, but subdued, and this little structure with the campfire, like, genuinely looks inviting. I could smoke here, even in Huntress's house, because while everything there is a little disheveled, it would give me the chance to bury my face in her laundry basket. Now, the Temple of Purgation, I'm a pass. If greening out is what Lery's is gonna make me do, then I don't know what the Upchuck Chapel has in store for me, bro. I'm operating on the assumption, the rightful assumption, that this place smells like vomit. But if it doesn't, then I guess it's pretty chill too. Probably fun to explore, honestly. Like, despite my deep love for creature comforts, I got an adventurous streak. I'd love this place. But it probably stinks. Now, why exactly are we smoking up the preschool, Scott Pilgrim? Not only does this map just straight up piss me off and then piss on me, it would be an inoptimal smoke spot, to say the least. First off, glaringly obvious, needs no further explanation. I don't want to smoke at a preschool, especially an empty one with kids' drawings in the fucking boiling basement. Ew, icky, no. But I also don't want to smoke at House of Pain or this 2-story blister. Why? Because it simply is not cozy. This whole map makes me itchy. I don't like it. I don't like being itchy. Do you like being itchy? I don't want to know. Want me to explain myself? Cite my sources? Here you go. Gideon Meat Plant is straight up not the vibe. Industrial, brutal, like 30 pallets, a human popsicle. Like, this place is just nasty. It's all the scary shit about Coldwind, but inside a factory and without the nice breeze. However, and listen carefully, I cannot be expected to behave maturely upon getting belligerently high and then promptly being told that there is a forklift somewhere within my zip code. I'm taking that thing for a test drive, and when it's time to pack up the smoke stuff and dip, I'm putting a brick on that fucker's gas pedal and careening into a hole. S tier. Yamaoka Estate is, like, it's beautiful. Eerie as can be, but beyond gorgeous. Like, the wind chimes, architecture. Sure, it's haunted, but I'd be a respectful guest. I'd feel out the property and only smoke where the spirits deemed acceptable. I'm that kind of bitch. This is the only one, like, so far where I can only really think of nice things about it. Especially that Tanuki, dude. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot about that little critter. Yeah, that would be so cool. Be a cute little mutated little guy. Okay, now, Ormond Resort is another fantastic spot. While the lodge itself is pretty desolate, that fire is still roaring, and around Christmas, it's just so damn cute. The whole place lights up. I love the cold, but I don't love it for smoking, so a fire is a very welcome sight. A resort is a yes, but Lake Mine is an absolute fucking no. There's corpses, cold as titties, And yes, I love that ice cave, but there's evil like everywhere. Now, as with Gideon Meat Plant, there would be fun equipment to try and mess around with, but I feel less inclined to just due to the cold. And there's a lot of debris and little loops, so unlike Meat Plant, it just doesn't have that forklift Mario Kart track feel to it. Not smoking here. Bro, Hawkins is Hawkins, and Hawkins is beyond fucked. There's weird growths, it's probably toxic to breathe in there. Like, there's no spot I could see myself smoking in this place. Flashing lights, cramped, like everywhere is a cramp, and the whole place is already being hotboxed by the Upside Down. Would I smoke with Demo? Don't ask stupid questions. Absolutely, of course I would, but not here. Okay, so like, Dead Dog is not ideal, but it does have a lot going for it. It's like a living museum of Wild West tropes, and yes, there are corpses, but there's also a bar with a piano that plays itself. It's got funny birds and tumbleweeds, and yeah, the air is probably arid and hostile outside, but if you pull up to the rotation without water, you're clearly killing time in amateur hour. This place is pretty cool in certain spots. I mean, the gallows is absolutely not the move, and the little houses and water tower aren't really special, but the saloon sells it. 4 stars.
Going where?
I mean,
He's going main.
into
He's on
main.
me. He's on
He
me.
would
Yeah, he wants
eventually
to
shit
be
it
dead.
out.
Oh my god. I made the worst fucking play of my life. I thought the door was open.
Now, you may be surprised to learn that I've never personally been to Silent Hill, but I'm going to make an informed estimation and say that smoking in Midwich is probably a lot like smoking in a regular American school. Just like the town of Silent Hill, some people can manage it fine, but the people with guilt and fear and demons and shit absolutely cannot. Let me tell you something. I went to school once when I was a little toasty, only to find out that today was fun, intuitive, standardized test day. I won't say much else about that story. All I'd care to illustrate is that any school can look and feel like Midwich Elementary School if you are high enough. Not smoking here. Amazing design. Not gonna smoke here. RPD, bro. Okay, I'd say no, but with how often I get sent here, I mean, I might as well try to like it. It's iconic, and at the same time, it's being like overtaken by the entity in really cool ways. Sometimes subtle, sometimes it's just like crawling on the big statue lady. But Queen, it's a police station, and I don't think those window barricades are gonna hold forever because I ran out of the ones with yellow paint on them. However, that safe room? The safe room is perfect. It has a fantastic table for smoking, decent chairs, and music. Like, the music, man, it's peak. It's like, you are safe here. You feel safe here. No zombie screeches, no Mr. X, just you, the pipe, the grinder, the water bottle, the nerds gummy clusters, and the typewriter. Kino. Absolute Kino. So, Eyrie of Crows looks like it has some pretty oppressive weather, but honestly, the main building though, like getting fried and looking at all the birds, that's gotta be peaceful. That's gotta be one of a kind. Plus, using my advanced environmental storytelling skills, I know for a fact that none of these birds are real birds, because if they were, this map would be shite white. Watching the bird tornado, taking a short tour to see Miss Mora's fine artwork, like, I'd be down for that. This would be a cool spot to, I don't know, take like a day trip car ride and then head back home before it gets too dark. Real nice stuff, real nice stuff. All right, look. For the most part, I've tried to separate the map's reputation in-game from their status as a smoke spot. But all that would be required for me to absolutely tweak in the Garden of Joy would be one look at this fucking window. Garden of Joy is the most ironic, moronic name for a map desperately devoid of joy. This place is giving Scientology commune, and how am I expected to keep myself together when even the fucking furniture can't sit right? The edges of the map, while cool, only serve to remind you that bitch you are stuck here. Stuck, sad, stoned, and struggling. And yet, like the yin to the Withered Isles yang, Greenville Square absolutely clutches up. You've got an atmospheric forest, adorable little monument with lesbian graffiti, and a movie theater with an arcade. Greenville Square is where you take them on the third date. Do you understand me? Smoke behind the monument, walk past the popcorn machine and the soda cooler in the forest, go play arcade games while you wait for your movie, then go see your movie. Does it even get better? Does it even get better than this? As far as within the bounds of DBD's maps, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Unless this creepy ass twink runs up on you, but honestly, they're probably chill like that and we don't even know it. Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled nightmares, the Shattered Square. This place is beyond inhospitable. Everything's burnt, it probably smells like shit, and honestly, like why? Why smoke here? There's gallows and rotting animals, and the stench of murder just soars at eye level from one end of this map to the other. What do you gain? What terrific experience awaits you here? Do you like hurting yourself? Do you like hurting other people? Don't answer that. I don't know you like that. If you had a choice, and even if you love medieval settings, why would you pick the Shat Square to smoke at when the absolute goat of a map is just a stop away? Forgotten Ruins doesn't have a great reputation with players, but dude, it's a Scooby-Doo dungeon. There's like treasure, animated suits of armor. Ooh. Oh, hey.
I like that guy.
There's a fucking beholder down here, y'all. What's she doing here? And like, this one room is so vibey, and yet you only really run through it without soaking in that astrological artwork. Now, this is Vecna's lair, and I know he's probably not super down with having people over, but I mean, if I called him enough in advance, and it was like one of his good days, I bet it would be awesome. I'd love a personal tour from that guy. Like, if I could convince him that I'd be his cool minion or something and he'd show me all his secrets, then I'd like steal his eyeball, hop on a locker, hit the take the L and dipski. A+, A+. Alright, silly geese. Last realm, 2 more maps, let's get it. Toba Landing is an alien world. You could probably smoke any of these plants and experience something so spiritual you would never want to leave. But the fact of the matter is that me personally, would be so damn scared. Like, there's alien life all over the place, and it's pretty as can be, but I don't want to get bit by a space spider and grow an extra tumor. I think I'd like to eat an edible and watch ContraPoints. But that's gonna be hard to do when a galactic fuck-off centipede just stole my cat ear headphones. So look, I know that most of these maps have a large degree of danger to them, and definitely more if you throw each one's respective killer in there. But Toba Landing is danger that I don't know and can't predict. I'd be paranoid as fuck. But if I was chilling in the Nostromo wreckage, I think I might have the most panic attack of all time. The first Alien movie scared the absolute X chromosomes out of me. The whole process of how a xenomorph comes to be is so fucking visceral. And sure, since then I've consumed a lot more media, and I'm kind of numb to stuff like that. But when I was 8, that was it. So look, I don't want there to be even a 0.01% chance of me seeing a xenomorph anywhere, anytime, when I'm sober. Same goes for if I'm high. Even if the setting of the Nostromo crash is cool to you, there's at least one living base hugger. And that is one too many. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Alright. Okay. That was really fun. Thank you for watching. I truly hope that I brought something new to the conversation here. And while I am fully aware that asking people to comment drives engagement overall, I'm really more interested in hearing what you have to think of my judgment. And I'm very open to critique. Alright, gang. Smoke safely and legally. Wink. Be very careful, drink a lot of water, and y'all take care. We're all gonna make it. I promise. Bye-bye.